I don't really do the function.
Nope.
I don't fuck with the fuck shit. Throwing on my dummy fit. Fuck it. I'ma pop out.
Welcome back to your second favorite YouTuber's channel. I am J Shep Reacts. Let's go ahead and get to this video right here. It's called Kanye Was Right Again by Maury. Let me go ahead and scroll over here. I'ma like it. Like my video for me, man. I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I know Maury appreciate me liking his video. I really appreciate you. You can write like mine. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and jump into this, man. Oh man, this is bad. Oh man, I'm a little scared.
So Northwest shares a photo of her new piercing, and this is that piercing. Chris, once again, sound the alarm, bro, because what in the ever-living F is this? Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this girl is only 12 years old. She just turned 12 not too long ago, back in June, and she's already wilding out with this. You know, in my video about, you know, Kanye being right again, it appears as though Northwest was going through some kind of phase where she was, you know, dressing up in weird, revealing attire. She dyed her hair blue. Then recently she started dressing up as like some kind of Cardi clone, some Lil Uzi-esque rapper emo clone, and now
the messed up. Oh, let me get out this frame.
Somehow she got a professional tattoo / piercist to stick a steel rod through her middle finger so that it can get pierced. And in the comment section,
The messed up thing about it is that, like, there's girls that are probably doing this stuff that are around her age, you know, 13, 14, whatever. If I can, I don't think she's 12, right? I think she's 13 now. Either way, they're probably doing stuff like this, and their moms and stuff, you know, they're letting them get piercings and dye their hair and all that stuff. But since she's Northwest, she kind of gets stripped from that privacy. She doesn't get that much privacy because, you know, Kim Kardashian profits off of her kids, you know, with, you know, the Kardashian show and all this stuff. Man, nobody getting no dang by no Kardashians for real, bro. At this point, they just tuning in to see what's about to happen between Kim and Kanye and whatever's going on. You know, I don't know, but I don't really watch that show. The only clips I be seeing is that one when Courtney smacked Kim against the wall. Oh my gosh, but yeah. It's kind of messed up that this girl can't get that privacy, you know. And it's like, yeah, I wouldn't want my daughter getting no hand piercing or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or no nose ring thing, or, you know, I think that's a septum piercing. I wouldn't want her getting none of that stuff either, you know. But dyeing the hair and stuff like that, I mean, I'm way more lenient with that. But I would express to my daughter, hey, you know, like, it's important to rock your natural hair, because I'm going to let my daughter know she's black, even though my kids will be mixed and stuff like that, you know, because my girl isn't black. She's Hispanic and white, so, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, don't be wrong, like, I love black girls for sure, like, always have. I'm more so like, dude, whoever want to date me, I'm gonna date them, and that's how I've always moved. And, you know, I've talked to like a couple black girls, stuff just doesn't end up working out, mainly because they just either were not as interested in me compared to how interested I was in them, you know, distance or stuff like that. So it's just, you know, it ain't never no. I'm not one of those, oh, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Like, I'm not one of those dudes, bro. Real talk, I prefer, like, anything with color. That's why, like, my girl, like, yeah, she's Hispanic and white. She don't, like, she look Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at her, you can tell she's not just white. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's like no hate to white girls either. But I prefer some type of color. You gotta have some with you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna let my daughter know, like, hey, you're black, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, instill that into their minds. Let them know, hey, like, be proud to have your natural hair and this and that, your natural hair color, all that. But I'll be like, hey, you wanna dye your hair? You know, okay, that's cool. But, like, you know, just don't be dyeing it every few weeks and stuff. Because there's so many girls that do that stuff, that used to do that stuff in school, man. And that's just not good for your scalp.
And Jane Flowers says that is the worst place to get a piercing. The hands get the dirtiest out of any body part. Keeping it clean so she doesn't get an infection is going to be challenging for North. She could wear gloves to keep it cleaner. And I just gotta say, valid point, valid point. Mind you though, she's only 12 years old. Why are we in this day and age allowing literal 12-year-olds?
Hold up. Okay. Yeah, she's 12, y'all. I didn't know that. I thought, because they were saying she was like 12. Oh well. Yeah, I thought she was like 13, 14 now. I guess not.
To get piercings like this, bro. I mean, wasn't it just a phase? Wasn't everybody saying it's just a phase and she's just experimenting, and Kanye, you know, he's overreacting? Well, turns out Kanye has been proven right time and time again. And at this point, there's nothing that Kanye can say to Kim, because it seems like Kim has 100% control over what North West wears, how she talks, how she dresses, who she hangs out with, and it almost feels as though that Kanye is powerless. And honestly, everything that I've been seeing so far has been major red flags, and it's you know, my pattern recognition radar is going off. I can already see the signs. North is well on her way to being another washed up, rich, spoiled Hollywood kid who's on drugs with possibly multiple different—
Whoa. Okay, look, that's a little— I don't know about all that, man. That's not how— just because she got the piercings and all that, no, man, that's not how— like, y'all gotta believe in these kids better than that, bro. I feel like once y'all start doing that, y'all start boxing them in, and it's like, that's unfair. It's like I said, there's other girls that aren't famous that are around her age doing this stuff. It's just since she's the child of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, there's going to be a expectation, you know what I'm saying? And then now they're comparing her to Blue Ivy, who's older than her, I believe, by like a year or two at least. And how, she's not doing all this. Beyonce and Jay-Z wouldn't let her do all this. And it's just, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let the, you know, I know it's not right that she's being able to do all this stuff. But, hey, if Kim gonna let her do this stuff, then oh well. It is what it is.
Mental illnesses by the time she's 20.
Well, y'all, we can finally clear up whether or not Northwest finger piercing is real or fake. It's real. This is the hand of a 12-year-old getting pierced. She came to TikTok this morning to show us not just one finger piercing, but two. Here's the first one. This is called a surface piercing, where it has an entry and an exit point. You saw the previous photo. That was her getting it pierced. And here's the other hand. This one's a dermal piercing. It just has one point of entry. At this point, can the Kim defenders please sit down and apologize? Because all of you in the comments of my original video were saying that I was insane and overreacting and that this was special effects makeup. Special effects makeup where? Where? This is the hand of a 12-year-old with piercings in it.
By the way, I just gotta say, there are some idiots out here who are legitimately defending the situation by saying it's not your kid. Why is this anybody's business? Well, first and foremost, Kim Kardashian and her daughter have made it their priority to become public figures. She literally put her child out there for the world to criticize.
Wait, you said Kim Kardashian and her daughter. Why are you acting like Northwest really has a choice whether or not if she wants to be private? Because I remember when what was it, she was telling like the paparazzi to stop filming them or whatever, and Kim was like trying to tell her like, hey baby, like stop whatever. It's like, yeah, that's why I be saying like about paparazzi and stuff. I it's a little iffy with them, because I'm like, are you really dead ass? I'm like, how are they making money off of these photos or stuff like that? Are you serious? They're not even getting no crazy photos nowadays. Like, people just be walking. Literally, they just walk. they just look normal. And you're trying to tell me that they're getting photos and videos and they're selling them? That's no. But Northwest was telling them to stop filming them. So it's like, and Kim Kardashian was like trying to tell her to stop doing that, basically. So it just goes to show she really don't got that much of a say whether she wants to be a public figure or not. Like I said, she's already famous because of her father and her mother. So why are you putting that on her? Like, why are you treating her? She's 12. Like, what are we doing?
Second of all, she's a literal child, and this stuff is posted to the internet. If you did not want the critiques, don't post it to the internet. But if somebody sees a literal 12-year-old with wild...
Okay, I guess because he's saying because she posted it on TikTok. But once again, there's girls around her age that are also probably posting stuff like that to TikTok and Instagram, but it's just because she's famous. So, I mean, yeah. But I guess that still gives you a right to speak on it in a sense.
As tattoos and piercings like this, the public is going to criticize. Like, here we have this idiot in the comment section saying, so in response to the person who made this video, so she said, hey, so this isn't your child, hopes this helps. As if the public sees an uploaded video of a child being abused. Not saying Northwest is necessarily being abused, but if the public, us, sees a video of a child 12 years old at that being physically or verbally assaulted, are you then going to use that same logic and say, hey, so this isn't your child, hope this helps? Basically telling us to mind our business. Like, honestly, that's crazy. Just because Kim isn't the child of anybody else, criticizing her outside from Kanye West and Northwest does not mean that people aren't free to have opinions. Someone else said, though, Kim is scared of North. And honestly, I don't know why that would be the case. Why would you be scared of your own child? Other people are saying, is she your child? Someone else said, why are you so obsessed with North? So I'm not entirely sure if this creator makes videos specifically about Northwest or not. First time I'm seeing her. But another comment below that said, people in the comments are insane. She's a kid. And you know, in this day and age, it just seems like the lines have been blurred so much between adulthood and childhood that nobody really, like, it's like you can see a literal 13-year-old pop out with a short ass skirt, fishnets, piercings, tats, a crop top and heels on as if she's about to hit the club, hit the pole. And people will literally say, it's her body, it's not your kid, she can do what she wants, kids experiment. I literally saw a comment, somebody said kids experiment all the time. I'm like, yo, what? Yo, society is cooked, man.
Keep in mind, she's only 12 years old, and they're saying, is this old enough to be a trendsetter? I don't have kids, and I wouldn't know the first thing about raising them, but I do have nieces and nephews, and if one of them at the age of 12 would ask me to do this shit, I'd kind of knock them in the head and say, have you lost your damn mind? That shit looks painful. And I have piercings. I have multiple piercings. I didn't get these shit until I became of age. I don't feel like this is tread setting. I feel like you're letting your child just go off rip. Like, just go there.
Yep. I'm just gonna say, this is fatherless behavior, bro. And anybody trying to justify this, clearly you've been desensitized and numb to the societal antics and tomfoolery and shenanigans that we've been so accustomed to over the years. Like, I get it. You're kind of checked out of society if you're the type of person who thinks that this is okay at 12. Or you're probably so young, like you grew up in a society full of social media. You were an iPad kid. You didn't grow up in a society where things were still normal. You know, adulthood was like distinct from childhood. So if that's you, I get it. But understand, like 20 years ago, this was not normal. Like hell, not even 15 years ago, 10 years ago, this would have been considered crazy. But hey, you know, maybe that's just the society we live in now. Maybe shit's too far gone to even save, bro, because understand she's going to influence a whole bunch of other 12-year-olds out there, 13-year-olds. Yeah. Somebody else said, I mean, Kylie got a BBL at 17. Not surprised. I didn't even know Kylie got a BBL, which is a butt augmentation surgery to make your ass fatter. Apparently, she got that at 17.
I mean, not even just a BBL. She got lip filler, Botox, BBL. I wouldn't doubt if she got something else in some other place. I don't know. Like, hey. Not to mention, Tyga was dating her at 17. Not okay, yeah, YouTube they're not gonna like that. Tyga was talking to her at around the age of 17, whatever. But you get the gist of what I'm saying, because he met her way before she was 17. First of all, so
It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I keep seeing comments from people saying, why do you care? Why do y'all care so much? I mean, I guess we just should just live in a society full of people who don't give a fuck or care about anything that's going on inside our society or community, and just let it all collapse. Let the slippery slope of degeneracy just like crush us all. Fuck it, right? Let's have a free-for-all. No morals, no nothing. Why does anybody care about anything anymore, bro? Just let it all burn out, right? Anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this? Honestly, at this point in my life, hypothetically speaking, if I had a 12-year-old daughter, I shouldn't. She's never getting anything like this at this age at all. And even if she was of age, I would be like, that is a fucking retarded ass piercing. Why do you want a piercing through your goddamn finger? Like, your hands are some of the most dirty parts of your body. Obviously, you're fondling shit all day. You're grabbing door handles. Like, obviously, you're asking for an infection. And that is what I would tell my daughter if she was 18, 30 years old, 40 years old. I would be like, that's pretty dumb. But anyway, thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this? Kim is free to raise her daughter however she wants. Also, if you have any other topics or stories you want me to cover, you already know what to do. And yeah.
All right, well, seems like that's the end of the video. My thoughts, I kind of already said them at the beginning, but like I said, whenever I have my daughter, whenever I have kids, they better not come to me at no 12, 13, 14. I don't care, bro. You gonna do that when you out of my house. Or like when you're, at least of age. Like, you know what I'm saying? But by the time they're of age, I would hope that they're out of my house. Like, it's not that I want to kick them out, but more so because I want to equip them with the knowledge and, how to use their resources to where they don't have to be living with me past 18 or nothing like that. But if they have to, they're always welcome. Those are my children. But yeah, I wouldn't. Bro, no, you're not going to no 7th grade, 8th grade class wearing that, bro. I mean, not wearing that. Wearing a piercing on your no. And then you gotta go to gym class. I mean, I don't know. She's probably homeschooled though. Yeah. So hey, it is what it is. I'm just saying, never that. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe. Listen to my music on my main page, all caps j.shep. You can go on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. Wherever you listen to your music at, mainly, it'll probably be there. And that's what I forgot to say. Look, I love you. I appreciate you. Go ahead, stay on the channel, watch some more videos, and see you on the next video. Deuces.